All right, let's dive into something kind of unique today.
Yeah.
Heritage Day in South Africa.
Mm.
We're going to be looking at this article from antsibur.co.za to see how it's celebrated,
Okay.
particularly in schools.
Interesting.
And you know what really struck me about Heritage Day
Yeah.
was how they encourage celebrating cultural differences as a source of unity
That's right.
instead of division.
Yeah.
So cool.
It really is. It's fascinating how South Africa, they really intentionally designed Heritage Day
Yeah.
to be this inclusive celebration.
Oh, wow.
It actually evolved from what was originally Shaka Day,
Huh. Interesting.
honoring the Zulu king, Shaka.
So they took a day that was about one cultural group
Right.
and made it about everybody.
Yeah, exactly. After apartheid ended,
Yeah.
they recognized they needed a holiday
Right.
that would celebrate all South Africans.
Makes sense.
But, this transition wasn't exactly easy.
Oh, really?
There were a lot of debates, about whether merging a specific holiday with a broader national one would kind of dilute the meaning.
I see.
But ultimately, the idea was to foster this sense of national identity
Makes sense.
while still honoring
Right.
individual heritage.
Yeah, so like walking a tightrope.
Yeah, exactly.
Inclusivity versus preserving the meaning.
Right.
So how do they actually celebrate Heritage Day?
Well, schools are really at the heart of it all.
Oh, okay.
They use it as a way to teach kids
Yeah.
about diversity and respect
From a young age.
from a very young age.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they do this through some incredible activities.
Okay. I'm all ears.
Well, one of the most visually striking things
Yeah.
is the cultural dress-up days.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, imagine a school
Okay.
transformed into this sea of color,
Wow.
students and staff
Yeah.
wearing their traditional attire.
That's so cool.
It's more than just a fashion show, though.
Okay.
It's about visual representations of culture,
Yeah.
and it sparks conversations,
Right.
helps kids understand the richness
Yeah.
of the different backgrounds.
Right. In their community.
You're right, in their own community.
It's like a living, breathing tapestry
Exactly.
of cultures
Yeah.
right there in the hallways.
I love that.
So cool.
And I bet it leads to some great conversations.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe even breaks down some stereotypes.
I would hope so.
Yeah. And,
What else?
music and food,
Yeah,
those are universal languages.
that's true.
And schools really tap into that.
That's all.
They organize these performances where students share their heritage
Yeah.
through music, dance,
Wow.
poetry, even drama.
So cool.
So you might have a traditional Zulu dance,
Yeah.
followed by Africans storytelling.
Wow. What a mix.
Yeah. It's a fantastic way for students
Yeah.
to express themselves
Right.
creatively and share their heritage.
So it's like a whirlwind tour
It is.
of South African culture
Yeah.
in just one day.
Packed into one day.
Amazing.
And of course,
yeah, you can't forget the food.
oh, is there food too?
Oh, yeah. They have food festivals
Oh,
where
wow.
students bring in dishes
Oh,
from their cultures.
so you get to try all these different things.
And it's not just about the flavors.
What else?
It's about the stories behind the food. Imagine a student sharing a family recipe
Yeah.
passed down for generations,
Right.
explaining the ingredients and the
Yeah.
traditions.
That's awesome.
It's a delicious way to learn.
You had me at food festivals.
Right.
So we've got
Yeah.
vibrant outfits,
Mm-hmm.
captivating performances,
Yeah.
and delicious food.
Right.
What else?
Well, they also recognize the importance of passing down traditions.
Okay.
So many schools organize storytelling sessions
Oh, cool.
where students share folk tales
Oh, wow.
from their cultures.
Yeah.
These stories are like windows into the past, carrying wisdom, values, and history.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
It sparks the imagination. For sure.
And connects you to the past.
Exactly.
It's like a living history lesson.
It really is.
Wow.
And speaking of connections,
Yeah.
they also encourage students to explore their heritage
Okay.
through art.
Cool.
They have art projects
Okay.
where students create visual representations
Absolutely.
of their cultural background.
So they're really going all out.
Yeah, they are.
That's amazing.
And it's not just about showcasing their own cultures.
Right.
It's about fostering empathy and understanding between different cultural groups.
For sure. And a great example of that
Yeah.
is the cultural dress-up day.
Oh, yeah.
When children see their friends
Yeah.
and teachers
Right.
dressed up in different attire,
Uh-huh.
it sparks curiosity.
Right.
They start asking questions.
Yeah.
They learn about customs
Exactly.
and traditions.
It's a subtle but powerful way
Right.
to challenge those preconceived notions
For sure.
and build bridges of understanding.
It's not just the students, though, right?
No, it's not.
The article mentioned parents
Yeah.
And the community.
Absolutely.
So how are they involved?
Well, Heritage Day isn't just a school event.
Yeah.
It's a community affair.
Oh, cool.
Parents are encouraged to share their own traditions, bring in artifacts, and even participate in activities.
Oh, cool.
Imagine a parent showing students how to play a traditional instrument.
Oh, that's so cool.
Or teaching them a dance.
Wow.
Or even sharing stories about their experience growing up.
Wow.
It adds a personal touch and brings the celebrations to life.
It bridges the gap between generations.
Yeah.
Creates a shared history.
It really does.
So powerful.
What about the wider community?
Yeah. How are they involved?
Well, local leaders, artists, musicians, other community members.
Yeah.
They often participate.
Cool.
They might lead workshops.
Okay.
Give presentations.
Cool.
Showcase their talents.
So it's not just a day on the calendar.
Nope.
It's a reflection of who they are.
As a nation.
Yeah.
It's really about South Africa's commitment to embracing its diverse tapestry.
It's incredible how a celebration can be so intertwined with the nation's history and healing.
Absolutely.
So Heritage Day really is about more than just celebrating, right?
Oh, yeah. It's about acknowledging the past,
Yeah.
but looking ahead to a shared future.
So kind of bringing everyone together.
Yeah, exactly. South Africans are coming together and saying, we may have different backgrounds,
right,
but we're all in this together now.
It's like weaving all those different threads.
That's a great way to put it. Together to make something new and stronger.
And schools play a big part in that.
They really do. They're shaping young minds to see diversity as a source of strength.
Not a threat.
Not a threat at all.
I imagine it must take a lot of planning to organize these big Heritage Day celebrations.
Absolutely. It's not something that happens overnight.
So how do they prepare?
Well, it starts with education.
Okay.
Teachers need to explain the meaning of Heritage Day to their students.
So kind of give them that context.
Yeah, give them that background. They talk about the origins.
Okay.
The transition from Shaka Day. Why it's so important to celebrate diversity.
So it's not just a day off from school.
Exactly. It's a day to learn and to grow. But of course, there's also the logistical side.
Right. Got to get everything organized.
You got it. You've got to schedule performances, organize food stalls, gather artifacts.
Wow. It's a lot.
And even coordinate with the community. It takes a village.
It really does.
But that community involvement, it's really something special.
And we touched on it earlier, but it's worth emphasizing how parents really get involved.
They go above and beyond.
But what do they do?
Well, they share their own experiences, their own traditions.
Oh, cool.
They might bring in family heirlooms.
Okay.
Teach students some traditional crafts or games.
Wow.
Share stories about their ancestors.
That's amazing.
It's those personal touches that make it so real.
Yeah, like a direct link to the past.
Exactly.
Learning from people who've lived these traditions.
Yeah. And the wider community adds another layer to all of this.
Oh, wow. How so?
Well, you might have local artists showcasing traditional art, musicians playing folk music, even community leaders sharing stories about the history of the region.
So Heritage Day really creates a special bond between the school and the community, everyone learning from each other.
And that's where the true magic lies.
Yeah.
It's not just about remembering, it's about creating new memories and connections.
In the present, building a shared identity.
Absolutely.
So this deep dive is giving me a whole new understanding
that's great.
of what Heritage Day really means.
I agree.
Not just for South Africa, but for any community.
Right.
That values diversity.
Yeah, it's a reminder that our differences are what make us unique. And celebrating them brings us closer together.
Now that we've talked about the how and the why, I'm curious.
Yeah.
What are some of the activities that students get excited about?
Well, the cultural dress-up days.
Yeah.
Those are a big hit.
I bet.
Kids love coming to school.
Right.
In their traditional clothes.
Yeah. It's a chance to show their pride.
Exactly. And you mentioned the food festivals earlier.
Yeah, those must be fun.
Food is such a great way to experience different cultures. Imagine trying bunny chow.
Okay.
Or milk tart.
Now you're making me hungry.
And then there are the performances.
Oh, yeah, those must be incredible.
Whether it's a gumboot dance or a traditional Exosa song. They offer these glimpses into different cultures.
Yeah.
And it's entertaining and educational.
So Heritage Day is multifaceted.
It really is.
It's got the education, the entertainment,
and
the community.
All blended together.
Beautifully.
And it's all about promoting inclusivity and respect.
It's inspiring how South Africa has taken this day and made it so meaningful.
More than just a celebration.
It's about who they are.
Exactly. It's a reminder that every nation has its own unique tapestry that deserves to be celebrated.
This deep dive has given us a lot to think about.
I hope so.
And there's one question that keeps coming back to me. If South Africa has been so intentional about creating this unifying celebration, does it actually work?
Yeah.
Like, does Heritage Day truly make a difference in how people see and interact with other cultures?
Yeah, that's the big question, isn't it?
It is.
It's hard to really measure the impact of something like this. But I think it's safe to say it contributes to a more inclusive and understanding society.
And how do you think it does that?
Well, for one thing, it gets people talking about culture and diversity more.
Okay.
It creates a space where people feel comfortable, sharing their own traditions and learning about others.
So it's not so much a sensitive topic anymore.
Exactly. It becomes a celebration. Yeah. And, when kids grow up with this kind of open dialogue about culture from when they're young, it becomes a part of how they see the world.
Right.
They don't see differences as something to be scared of or avoid, but rather something to be celebrated.
Like planting little seeds of empathy.
That's a perfect way to put it.
That will hopefully blossom as they grow up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's important to remember that building a truly inclusive society, it takes time.
It does.
Heritage Day is just one piece of the puzzle.
But a step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
And it's inspiring to see how South Africa is using this to address their history and build a more unified future.
It's about more than just acknowledging differences.
Right.
It's about actively creating a society where everyone feels valued and respected.
Absolutely. Something we can all strive for no matter where we live or what our background is.
Well said.
Heritage Day really shows how a celebration can be powerful.
It can.
For social change.
For sure.
It's funny, as we've been talking, I was thinking about my own heritage.
Oh, yeah.
My family makes this special bread every Christmas.
Oh, wow.
And it always brings back great memories.
I bet.
But I realized I haven't shared that with many people outside my family.
And that's what's so great about Heritage Day.
Yeah.
It makes us think about our own cultures and how we can share them to build understanding.
So to our listener,
yeah,
as we wrap up this deep dive into Heritage Day, we'll leave you with this.
Okay.
What traditions, stories, or customs do you cherish? How can you share those with others?
Right.
To spread the spirit of Heritage Day.
You got it.
In your own community.
And it doesn't have to be anything big. It could be sharing a family recipe.
Yeah.
Teaching someone a few words in your native language or just telling a story.
Exactly.
Every little thing helps create a more connected and understanding world.
Thanks for joining us on this journey.
Oh,